What did we find out right now?
Do I think I'm pregnant?
Look at that.
But we're not sure.
We are sure.
I'm not sure.
We are sure.
All right, so if you're watching this, then you know I'm pregnant, which is super, super exciting. Although, I can't say that I felt this way in the beginning. Although, okay, wait, this sounds really bad. So let me just take you to when I found out, which was, I think it was like July 2nd or so. So it's been a while. I'm right now 15 weeks, almost 16 weeks pregnant. So let me just try to refresh my memory here. So earlier this year, Luther and I had come to the decision that we wanted to start trying. So this wasn't a surprise or anything like that. But yeah, so every single month before I was about to get my period, like 2 days before, I would take a pregnancy test. But to take the pregnancy test, I would wake up early, get dressed, put on makeup and all of that, be camera ready, and then I would record myself. And it was always negative, it was fine. I just waited until the next month. And then, again, I think it was like July 2nd or something like that. I woke up, did my whole routine, filmed it, was like, okay, cool, negative, and I threw it out. And then for some reason later that day, right before I was gonna enter the shower, I had a mask on, I had like my shirt off, and I had my pants unbuckled and everything. Like I looked like a freaking mess. I decided to reach back into the toilet and take a look at my pregnancy test, and I saw a faint second line, and I freaked the F out. I mean, I'm not even kidding. I was really just terrified. And so what I did is I called one of my best friends, Karen, who has been pregnant several times, because I needed to know if that faint line meant that I was pregnant. Although I kind of already knew to begin with, but I feel like I just needed someone to reassure me. And so I called her. And in this part of the video, I'm gonna actually FaceTime her so she can tell you her story. Hello. Okay, so I'm explaining how I found out that I was pregnant, and you play a very important role in me finding out. So I just told them that I was about to go into the shower. I decided to like reach into my trash can and look at the pregnancy test that I had taken earlier, and I was freaking out, so I called you. And feel free to tell them your experience from your point of view.
You ready?
Yeah.
Wait, so just start explaining.
Yeah. So I called you up, and then what was your first thought when you saw me looking like that?
Okay, so well, first when you called me, FaceTime me, I feel like you only FaceTime me for like specific things.
Yeah.
So I knew it was gonna be about that. Didn't you have a face mask on?
Yeah.
Your pants were halfway undone.
I was only in my bra.
Oh, you're only in your bra. Very frantic, very freaked out. And I was on the couch and I was like, well, one, I looked disgusting, so I'm glad that you weren't recording that. But I was like, what? And you're like, I think it's positive. And then you send me a picture of it, and I'm like, that's 100% positive. You're like, but I don't know because it's so light, and then... Honestly, I didn't even think you knew what you were saying.
I don't even. I honestly think that I blacked out for a moment
and
there.
And then I was like, take another one. And you're like, no, not yet.
Oh, that's right. So basically I was telling Karen, I was like, my thing is I'm going to forget like this has ever happened. I'm just gonna jump in the shower tomorrow morning. I'm just gonna take another pregnancy test, and I'm gonna dress up all cute, and we're gonna act like yesterday didn't happen, and this is my first time finding out.
You're like, I don't want that to be my first time finding out. You're like, this is not how I pictured it going.
Not at all.
I was so impatient too. I'm like, no, you need to take one right now. No. I'm gonna wait till tomorrow, gather myself together. I'm like, we don't have time for this. You need to know now.
But you knew that I wasn't gonna be able to wait, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's how Karen played a part in this whole thing, because Karen also already knew about the fact that I was trying for a while, and she was kind of like guiding me and telling me like, oh, look out for this, look out for this. So she already knew, and that's why it wasn't a surprise at all. Okay, anyways, I'll talk to you later because I'm gonna finish the story. Okay? Okay, I love you, bye.
Okay, love you, bye.
So yeah, so basically that happened, and as I already mentioned, the probability of me being able to get through that shower and act like nothing had happened was I was being very, what is the word? Ambitious in thinking that I would be able to make it through until tomorrow without saying anything or doing anything. But yeah, so I took my shower. In my shower, I don't even know if I shampooed. I don't know if I added conditioner to my hair. I don't know exactly what happened because I for sure blacked out. Although I do remember having some thoughts where I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna wait until tomorrow, and then my anniversary is coming up pretty soon. So I'm just gonna wait to tell Luthu when I'm looking all cute, and maybe I can tell him on our anniversary and I can record it and all of that. So I was like, yeah, that's what's gonna happen. I got out of the shower. Again, my heart was pounding so fast. I didn't know what I was thinking, what I was saying, what I was doing. And I immediately went into the room that Luthu was, I think he was like reading a book or something like that. And I just sat down in another seat, like across from him. And I just looked like this. And I was literally, I felt like my heart was gonna drop out of my butt. Like I was so freaking terrified. So now I'm gonna wait until Luthu comes back inside so that he can share his part of the story. This is pretty ridiculous. Okay, I think he's coming in. So let's wait. Oh, damn. This is really not the pregnancy story I thought I would have. Okay, can you come here? I'm explaining to them about how I found out I was pregnant, and I just got to the part where I went into your office and sat down like this.
I'm here.
Okay, so when I was sitting down, you know, just minding my own business, did you know that something was wrong?
I mean, I kind of felt like something was off because Lana is the type of person that is always doing something funny, doing something like she's very, you know. And that day she was just there.
I was really serious.
Like not saying anything, just sitting down. And I was like, why is she sitting down here?
I thought I always sit down. I thought I was being totally normal.
No, because I was reading. So it's, you know what I mean? Like it wasn't a situation where like I'm just hanging out in the chair and Lana comes and sits next to me. I was doing something very like, you know, reading, and Lana was sitting in the chair. And I was like, something's up. What's going on?
And I immediately could not keep my, what I thought was composure at all. And I started crying, which is, it sounds so absurd, but I started crying, and not in like, oh, I'm so emotional and happy. No, like crying because I was feeling so anxious. And I was like, I think I'm pregnant. Did you,
That's exactly.
Like, did you think it was a joke, like a prank?
No.
Okay.
I knew that, like, because Lana tries to prank me sometimes, like, with things like this. But I know the tone. You know how you can feel the tone when it's...
Yeah, well, because...
I know she's joking. I know she's...
Yeah, because usually I'll come in and I'll be like...
Yeah, she's that type of person. But that time, I knew that she was telling the truth. And I was like, why? Why do you think that you're pregnant? So I was trying to, like, get her to tell me, like, what was happening.
I don't even remember telling you, to be honest.
Yeah,
and
I was like, why? Have you taken a test? And you started telling me, you probably don't remember, you started telling me like, yeah, I took a test before and I put it in the trash and then...
Oh, I actually have it. Wait, hold on 1 second.
Oh, it's...
You won't be able to see it.
It's in my office, no?
No, that's the one we took later.
Oh.
No, I have one.
Yep. And I was the one that was totally chill and happy.
You literally cannot see anything. They're gonna be like, bitch, what are you talking about? But I swear. Okay, so I even wrote it. So July 1st. So you guys won't be able to see it. Maybe I can take a picture or something. I also like, I know it's kind of icky to save something like this, but I put tape around like the nasty part. But anyways, let me see if I can focus.
There.
Oh yeah, you can see it. Okay, so the top one. Wait, can you see it?
Yeah, I'm sure that...
No, you can't really see
You
it.
can see the lines.
Okay, it's like very, very, very faint. That's why I was kind of unsure and I had to call Karen. Sorry, I'm like so... Okay.
So yeah, basically, she told me what happened and that she was going to wait to take another one and blah, 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 but she couldn't wait. And I think we went, right after we went to the market and we were like, okay, let's get a few more just to make sure, like different tests.
Yeah.
Just so that we can know, because there are some tests that are better, also like digital and stuff like that.
We went there, we grabbed all the tests, and then I decided to take them. And we sat outside, and I actually have, I mean, but you wouldn't be able to see it. I have like footage from like our backyard.
So I was holding the tests.
Wait, this is getting so confusing. I'm sorry, we're talking over each other.
Okay, so summarizing. Lana took the test. We got the test. You have to wait a little bit before it shows the results. So we waited outside.
Yeah.
And I had the tests on my hand. And Lana was just nervous, sitting down. I was like, I'll tell you when it appears. And so the result appeared and I was like, do you want to know?
How wouldn't I want to know?
And it said yes in capital letters.
Yeah.
And so like that, in that moment, we kind of knew like one test could not be accurate or whatever, but when you have 3 that tells you, yeah, you're pregnant.
Yes, but even though I remember having some doubts in my head where I was like, yeah, but maybe. And I think it was like, obviously I knew, you know what I mean? Like I knew deep down inside that I was pregnant, but in the moment, I was so freaked out, and I was also so embarrassed about the fact that I was so anxious, because I've watched so many videos of people finding out that they're pregnant, and it's always like, oh my God, they're always like laughing and maybe not laughing, but they're crying like because they're emotional and they're so excited. And I was like, why am I not feeling that way?
Yeah.
And I was super, super embarrassed, and I was like, I don't even want to film today because I don't want to remember how I felt.
Remember, like, I was recording with my phone, and Lana was like, but no, I don't want to say this because it looks like I'm not happy, whatever.
Yeah, I was like, I feel like I look depressed.
Yeah, but we were talking about this, and we were saying like, you feel like you feel. Like, those moments where you get a life-changing news or whatever, like, you just feel however you feel. And in a moment, like like the nervous feeling passes and all that, and you can sit and think more about what's coming, but those are moments where something unexpected happens and you can't help it. Like, if you feel nervous, whatever. I can tell you've been super happy ever since, but that moment, it was terrifying.
Yeah, which is weird because, like, as I said in the beginning, we were trying already, so it shouldn't have been that much of a shock, but I think that you're never really that prepared to see
until it's real.
A second line until it actually happens to you, and then it's like, and you'll never know how you'll react until the moment comes. And you might have something like me where you start freaking out and then think, like, I always thought that I would be super excited and you would be nervous, and I felt like it was the opposite. I felt like I was freaking out and you were super excited, and like, I don't know.
Because I also remember that moment, like, seeing you so stressed and stuff. I remember thinking, like, she is gonna be so happy about this and she really wants it, and this, like, I just have to help her navigate this moment. But like, we're gonna be so happy about it in 2 days, you know what I mean, when this explosion is over and we realize that we're gonna get a baby and all that.
And that's exactly what happened. I was only nervous for like the first day and a half maybe. And then when it all like started feeling a bit more real, I was excited, but it didn't happen immediately, and I think that that's okay. Maybe we should normalize that, because I swear I felt so awful. I'm
sure that a lot of people go through that. It's just that, again, we're used to seeing the typical short videos on Facebook or whatever, where like, oh my God, I'm like, yeah, that's great, but as always in life, that's not the reality for everyone. Everyone deals differently with things.
But yeah, so that's that's how I found out that I was pregnant. It's probably not the story you guys imagined to come from me, but that is what happened, and it was totally okay. I feel so much better about everything. I'm so excited. Like, I can't wait. I can't wait. So our baby is due in March, and I'm counting the days. Like, I really just want March to come already.
Now for more news, I'm pregnant.
Are you really? Oh my God, that would be so cool.
I mean, if I wasn't a boy, I could make an argument that this weight that I'm gaining right now, it's a baby.
But yeah, so expect more pregnancy related videos from me, which is so exciting. I already have so many ideas of things that I want to shoot, and I'm going to be shooting a lot more frequently, just because I also want to document all of this for myself. So it's honestly kind of a selfish reason, but I'm going to share it with you, therefore it's not as selfish. Anyways, okay, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!